skills set for the effective and efficient management of the ministry and its programs. A resume submitted earlier can confirm this. The Ministry of Internal Affairs has the mandate to support democratic, effective, and efficient local government, oversee implementation of decentralization, promote popular participation, strengthen mechanisms for local service deliveries, promote peace, harmony, social cohesion in the country. These components of the mandate of the ministry have to be implemented in the context of the President's vision. This is achievable through the 5 departments of the ministry, namely administration, operations, urban affairs, research and development planning, and direction and management. Except for the direction and management, all other departments are headed by deputy ministers. The core foundation of the mandate of the ministry is to bring government closer to the people through their participation while maintaining peace and stability. This can be achieved through operationalization of the Local Government Act of 2018, which is in line with President Walker's vision for power to the people, through development, through devolution and decentralization of power. When confined, this mandate will be pursued as it is in keeping with the President's vision. The President's arrest agenda is the foundation to drive elements of local government that promote enhanced food security. Under our leadership, when confined, the Ministry of Internal Affairs shall collaborate with the Ministry of Agriculture to ensure communal farming activities are reactivated across the country in its true sense to contribute to food security and promote social cohesion, thereby enlisting collaboration with county administrations, traditional chiefs and elders, and relevant government institutions and stakeholders to create a conducive atmosphere for investment. Reforms, especially through legal instruments and policy documents, support institution growth. Therefore, instituting reforms is necessary to enable the ministry to respond to present-day realities. Accordingly, the following shall be considered when I am confirmed. Under our leadership, the ministry shall collaborate with relevant institutions of government for the passage of the bill which aims to establish the Ministry of Local Government. The passage of this bill into law will advance modalities to operationalize the Local Government Act of 2018 and sets foundation for the implementation of the government's decentralization programs. Moreover, we shall undertake a dialogue presided over by the President that will reinforce the decentralization agenda and provide update on the current stance of decentralization and further provide opportunity for the President to give additional directives, including devolution of signatures. This will further stimulate the donors' interest for external resource mobilization and decentralization. Furthermore, the relevance of the county service centers will be elevated. This is the phase of the decentralization program. It reduces unnecessary economic burden on the people that have to travel from afar to register their businesses, get birth certificates, register land deeds, etc. The revenue sharing scheme must seek out to these centers to have a share in the revenue they generate to sustain them. It can be recalled that the 2018 Local Government Act provides the establishment of county council throughout the 15 counties. However, there are capacity issues to be considered for the county councils. In order to be fully functional, the 15 members of the county councils must be trained in relevant areas, including effective planning, setting priorities, and efficient resource management. Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, the revenue sharing law was passed in 2021, but its intended consequence is not yet realized. Implementation of this law is vital to sustaining decentralization and promoting social and economic development at the sub-national level. To this effect, we will coordinate with the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the Liberia Revenue Authority, county administrations, and other relevant agencies of government in the execution of the revenue sharing law. We shall also embark on regular coordination meetings in this respect, involving both national and international stakeholders to explore ways by which we can meet the objectives of the revenue sharing law. It is expected that the approach will help provide resources to the county service centers as an efficient one-stop shop mechanism where the concentrated services such as marriage certificates, birth certificates, operating permits, vehicle licenses, and registration of businesses, land deeds, as well as provision of psychological support to victims of domestic violence, including sexual and gender-based violence, will be assessed. The need for decentralization in the governance structure cannot be overemphasized. The Ministry of Internal Affairs is the lead agency to effectuate decentralization. Therefore, we shall mobilize support through the county and social development funds and development partners to capacitate structures such as county service centers, county councils, and other sub-national institutions that promote decentralization for improved service delivery. This will help facilitate decongestion and improve social and economic well-being of the population as we pursue full decentralization. In the governance process, it is essential to obtain citizens' feedback in order to undertake their aspirations and effectiveness of government policies. When confirmed, we shall work with donors and partners to strengthen the citizens' feedback mechanism. Through this mechanism, citizens will be able to voice out their concerns and raise issues of importance that could be integrated into policy decision-making processes. The administration came into being after an election that created distances among citizens. One of the duties is to bring our people back together to move the nation forward. This can be achieved through realistic peace-building efforts. Therefore, when confirmed, we shall endeavor to conduct county-focused reconciliation dialogues leading to regional reconciliation dialogues and, and then to a national conference on reconciliation. This will help to increase social interactions and address the polarization accentuated by the recent legislative and presidential elections. The absence of policy on reconciliation has been a factor for the slow pace in reconciliation in Liberia. During the next 100 days, when compared, we shall engage and ensure the finalization and launching of the policy on reconciliation. Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, there is the need to take a closer look at urban settings with a view to improve on the habitats. Honor our leadership when compared. The President's arrest agenda will also be implemented through coordination with the Ministry of Public Works and other institutions to ensure adequate urban planning. This process will require embarking on plans to upgrade slum communities through adequate mobilization for housing, water, and sanitation, among others, as a required institution to ensure adequate urban planning. This process requires embarking on plans to upgrade slum communities through adequate mobilization for housing, water, and sanitation, among others, as an approach to improve the living standards of the citizens. We will also begin the process of operationalizing the existing urban policy and finalizing a 10-year master plan for urban centers.
All right, guys. Hello there to everyone, and welcome to the Friday edition of the J Randy Show with me, J Randy. And it's always my pleasure to have you guys here. Please share the video. We are broadcasting on our YouTube channel tonight, and we hope to keep it this way because we want to draw many attention onto this platform through this medium, because this medium gave a lot of opportunities where we can showcase things that we talk about and we don't have to go back and forward. So wherever you are, if you are listening and watching from the J Randy J Double platform, welcome to the show. If you are watching and listening from the Liberia Citizen for Accountability, Responsibility, and Ethical Standard, you are welcome as well. And of course, if you are on YouTube channel, you are also welcome. And if you are on the Twitch, welcome to every one of you guys. My name is J Randy, and we are here to discuss the confirmation hearing of this interesting gentleman here. Many of you guys who know this gentleman, you will know what he has done in the past, and we are on the impression that he will be confirmed, and we see that as a disgrace, a slap in the face, because our country is not going to be heading anywhere anytime soon. So welcome to the show, guys. If you're just joining me here for the first time, thank you guys so much. Share the video here. We are here, and we are here to share. Mr. Emmanuel Bloy, if you think you're going to come here and be insulting here, well, I appreciate you for that, but let's just be very cautious here, Emmanuel Bloy, okay? We are live all around the world. I know you don't like this guy or you dislike his behavior, but let's be a little bit civil, all right? Because when they come after us, we have to go after them too, all right? So let's be very, very professional here. I just beg your indulgence here, all right? Please. We can disqualify him, but using such a strong words, I beg you, my brother, hold your feet, not your foot, but hold your feet. And let's just exercise some patience, please. All right. But I'm not forcing you to stop what you just said. I'm only asking you to be a little bit professional. That's all I'm asking. And so it's up to you to use your discretion to say or do what you want to do, but not to such the extent. All right. So guys, welcome to the show and please share the video. Go out there, share the video in your group, and let's see what we can do here today. All right. So we are here tonight to discuss the confirmation hearing. There are certain time in the hearing question that were posted to the candidates. I am going to express my view and my analysis on that. And then, of course, we will be looking at the laboratory uh, conference that was held at the executive mansion, the way things were conducted, my disappointment, my view, and what can we learn from that. So those are things that we are going to do. But I'm just very disappointed, and I'm just very disappointed. Thank you very much, City Giza. Thank you very much. We're going to stay on the platform now, so it will be difficult, especially when I'm home, to use my other platform like my cell phone here. All right. It would be very difficult because we want to get as many information as we can get out there for every one of you guys. So wherever you are, please just share the video in your group. I just did that here for myself too. All right. So without further delay, there's something, this guy right here, this guy right here, right? Like Emmanuel Bro described the guy, and aside from the word he used, this guy does not have a good reputation, and I tend to agree with Emmanuel Bro. He does not have a good reputation. All right, he did a lot of things, and I would be very, very disappointed if the Liberian Senate confirmed this guy here. Yes, and that's why I'm calling them, and they do nothing but rubber stamping everything, and that is what's going to destroy our country if we continue on the trajectory here. So I think there is a video of this guy. Let me see. Let me go into my video library and see what I can get that video for this guy. All right, there you go. The video is ready. That's what I like about this thing here, folks. All you gotta do is just go in there and just load it up, and so his video is coming up where you saw him all the time. All right. Thank you very much,
I'm
Simaya.
tired.
Simaya is on
I'm
YouTube. That's
tired.
good.
With
There you
my
go.
Farabu. Anyway, here today.
There you
I
go.
swear to my damn mother. Anyway, I found Farabu. As I stay here, as I leave this place. Anyway, I found Farabu, I will attack him. This will help.
I'm trying to see what I can. I'm trying to see what I can get two software, but it's not possible to get two. It's not possible to get two software together. Yeah, it is not possible. I wanted to get him side by side, but it's not possible. But we'll do it one at a time. All right. I don't think this software has the capability to do that.
Amen. 200 amen to go defend. Anywhere I found Farabu, in 4 days today, I will attack him. I'm moving with men. I'm going to get 25 motorbikes. 333. That's 75%. Wherever Farabu move, I will move there. I'm done. I'm done. I'll make you the information.
Wait,
Yo.
yeah, for us now.
Where is someone's base now? Is Farabu the only immigration officer that they can use? He must continue to terrorize my people.
So you see, guys, I haven't really started the conversation here, but I just trying to showcase, and this video. You see the gentleman sitting down today before the Senate in a very composed mind, composed spirit. And I would like to know, when you look at this guy, the way he conducted himself, disregard for law and order. There's something that I call the rule of law should also be compensated with the rule of compliance. You can have the rule of law, but there should be another component that certify the rule of law, and that is the rule of compliance. So how do we validate the rule of compliance against the rule of law? And then another thing I want to also bring to your attention too is there are certain time in our life, especially when it comes to making decision. Do we go for justice or do we go for the law? At what point do you utilize the law, and at what point do you utilize the justice? There are 8 principles or 8 pillars of good governance, and I don't see these things in Liberia. Like I often say, what we're doing in Liberia is just a matter of survival, but there's nothing sustainable we're doing. There is nothing tangible we're doing. There is nothing that we're doing to make progress. We are not challenging ourselves when it comes to accountability. We are not practicalizing accountability. We are not holding ourselves accountable. We don't believe in ethical standards. And then all those things contribute negatively to running a good system of governance. You've seen this guy video. He used his own judgment based on his emotion rather than going through the law to remain compliant with the rule of law. He decided to say, make threats, and only today to find him sitting down before the Senate, and you see people rejoicing. There are people who are on a different platform that are meant to destroy that country, but some people don't understand. But eventually and gradually they will get to see these things, that in the end this country will be destroyed by people who are only grievous seekers looking to benefit themselves and not to sustain the country characteristically that will prepare a better future for the incoming generation. One reason, because their children don't live in the country. Their children don't live in the country, so they don't really care. They don't really care. So do you think this guy should have been confirmed? I would say no. This guy shouldn't have been confirmed. He shouldn't have been nominated. But Joseph Boakai knows that bulk of our people are illiterate and they are politically drunk. So there's nothing that Boakai will consider as something that is ethical, all right? Something that is ethical for him to help Liberians understand what it means to be a disciplined leader, to be a well-behaved citizen in the country. Joe Boakai doesn't care for these things. So let us listen to this guy here, all right? Let's listen to him. And I want you to express your opinion here tonight, all right? I want you to express your opinion here tonight. And if the time permits, we will also encourage you guys to call, because everything here, like I said, everything on here is so superb. I can just hit this number right now and I can ask you to call to participate. That's all. You listen to the show, you call to participate. If you want to come through the means of joining me here, I can invite you, send you just how I did to Atlanta King. I can bring you out here. So we have the means and the ways to get things to you, and you also have that opportunity to reach out here to me and for us to have this conversation here. So without delay, all right, let us listen to this guy here. I want us to listen to this guy. I will repeat this guy behavior, and then we'll go to the hearing. I'm not going to play the entire hearing. I'm going to play the portion where he was specifically asked about this video. All right. And I'm going to break down some things for you guys as well. So let's get into it here, folks. And but like I said, Liberia is not going to be a better country. Don't make no mistake. Everything you see right now is all false reality. Let me repeat myself again. Everything you see happening in Liberia is all false reality. It's like you went to bed and you're dreaming, and the dream seems to be a reality. But when you wake up, that dream is completely gone. It dissolved. It won't remain a memory in you. Liberia is not ready to be a better country. Everything we're doing right now is just dream and dream and dream. That's what we're doing. I mean, look at the country. Look at the people you got in place. What are they doing significantly? What are they doing to impact the life of the people? When you see recycled politician coming right back, when you see no plan, no agenda, So we are only existing because we want to exist. But there's nothing. We cannot be like Ghana. We cannot be like Nigeria. We cannot be like any other developing African country on our continent because we are stuck. We are stored with people who are not ready to bring on innovative people, to bring in creative people that will change the business as usual, that will change the order of the day to move our country. When you look at all these people Joe Parker has nominated that have been confirmed, what value do you see in them? For the most part, you are seeing their work ethics in the past. You are seeing their scorecard in the past. What do you think they bring into the table again that will change things in the country? From the representatives that have been re-elected after they were put out of office to the senators that were put out of office and have been re-elected. What do you think they're going to bring? Either we are going full circle and back to zero and we're starting again and again and again. The only thing that people will gain in our country, you and I will gain, is our age. Our age will continue to increase, will continue to get old. The country will remain slow in terms of development and competition against other countries. Nothing we're going to achieve. I must be honest with you here because I believe what I'm telling you, and all I ask is for you to be the witness of things here. Nothing going to change significantly. For Boca, he's going to further derail this country. He's going to derail this country here. This old man does not care about Liberia. He does not care about anything in our country. All Mr. Boca wanted to be president. Whatever come after that, everybody on their own. He doesn't know what happening in the various ministry. He doesn't know what happening in the various agency. He does not care. People only come to him and tell him, do this thing here. He agrees and they publish it. That's all Mr. Boca is doing, ladies and gentlemen. You will see the result. From now to the end of March, the government appointment will be completed and you will get to see only one or two individuals will be popping here, meaning the finance minister, because that's all Liberian people know. The minister of finance, he will be the key man running around. All the other rest of the people will be dead. They will not be doing anything. They will not be seeing anything. That's the country we find ourselves in. So this gentleman here, you see right to the top left shoulder, right shoulder of mine right here. On my right shoulder here, left shoulder, this guy on my left shoulder here, as you can see, you looking at this guy here, he is someone who really, really, really shouldn't be confirmed. Yes, he should not be confirmed because of his bad behavior. Yes, the gentleman should not be confirmed, in my opinion. He shouldn't be confirmed, in my opinion, because he is a very, very bad person. Yes, he is a very, very bad person. And what he said and what he did the other day, it does not warrant him to be a senator. A representative, in my opinion. A minister. He does not fit that profile. Yeah, he doesn't fit that profile, ladies and gentlemen. So let's listen to him, all right? Let's listen to the video here.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I find Farabu anywhere here today. I swear to my damn mother. Anywhere I find Farabu, as I stay here, as I leave this place, anywhere I find Farabu, I will attack him. And you can carry 10 armed 200 armed to go defend him. Anywhere I find Farabu, in 4 days today, I will attack him. I'm moving with men. I'm going to get 25 motorbikes. 333. That's 75%. Wherever Farabu move, I will move there.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm done.
Chief?
I'm done. I'll make you the information.
Wait.
Yo.
Yeah, yeah, from us now.
Wait, this son of a bitch now. Is Farabu the only immigration officer that they can use? You know, continue to terrorize my people. I know I found Farabu today. I will mob him to death. I said it. You're arrest me.
Chief,
We let it respond.
we hear your observation. We will pass it to our senior manager.
Thank you.
And what I want you to understand, Farabu is that the final decision maker.
He should not be anywhere around here to terrorize my people.
Wait, Papa, here come.
Farabu and myself all immediately where they are.
So you heard the man there, right? You heard the man. You see how angry he is. That's how angry he is. because he's so angry, he doesn't want to listen to nobody. The guys are talking to him, he doesn't care. Yeah, he doesn't care. He feel that he's invincible, he is untouchable. But you will listen to the Senate confirmation hearing and get to know the relationship between he and Joseph Walker. This guy was just an outgoing representative, and the way he conducted himself in our area, he never considered the rule of law. He never considered the rule of compliance. People were out there. You see in the video how people have been very gentle. People have been very calm. But he decided to take charge of the whole conversation and start to put words out there. But this is a guy who's going to take control of the internal affairs of the country, of all 9 counties. He is going to be minister of all 9 counties. I mean, all 15 counties. You can say 9 counties here. Minister of all 15 counties. Do you know who's going to challenge him? Do you know who's going to say no? And how is he going to respond? How is he going to respond? The country called Liberia has no integrity, no value, no standard. The sad thing about it is the Senate. These guys will pass everything in the house that Joe Walker will give them. They will confirm everything that Joe Walker will give them. They're not going to reject nobody. They're not going to reject nobody. Y'all will be here. Y'all will see it. So let's go back to the hearing now. Let's go back to the confirmation hearing here. All right. Let's go back to the confirmation hearing here. And let's listen to the gentleman here now. So there he goes. Listen to him.
Clans, chiefdoms, and districts for effective coordination of communal farms. We will ensure the maintenance and security of the ministry's assets nationwide, and this will be done through conducting regular inventory and updating our database. The cultural dimension that defines our traditional values and norms cannot be overlooked. When confined, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, we shall investigate the application of the Local Government Act of 2018 in the establishment of National Council of Chiefs, NCC, vis-a-vis the National Council of Traditional Chiefs and Elders. The establishment of the National Council of Chiefs repeals the existence of the National Council of Traditional Chiefs and Elders. We would need to look into this issue. Once the National Council of Chiefs is fully established, consistent with the Local Government Act of 2018, we shall ensure they are supported to preserve, protect, and foster positive Liberian traditions, cultural heritage, and traditional institutions. However, we shall review the 3 years moratorium, which suspend all selling practices, including LGM in Liberia. Meanwhile, the ministry, through the NCC, will promote peace, intergenerational and social cohesion of ethnic groups within their chiefdoms, clans, sections, and towns. The chairman and members, our development partners and stakeholders have played important and pivotal roles in this country for which we are grateful. In this regard, if confirmed, and with the help of my team at the ministry, we shall submit plans seeking your support through physical budgetary allocations, while at the same time seeking support from our traditional donors, the European Union, Swedish International Development Agency, and the United States Agency for International Development, among others. We believe that donors will be attracted to provide support should the government demonstrate commitment and take the lead for its own.
All right, so let's get to one of the important places that I want you guys to see the interaction here. So let's get, I think it might be right here. Yes, around the 45th second mark. So let's listen to this here. The video you watched earlier, they are about to ask the guy that question now. So let's listen in.
Financial management law of the Republic of Liberia.
Now, the gentleman that is about to speak, I am going to be interrupting his conversation because I want to draw a few things to your attention here, right? So let's listen in.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Nominee, how are you today?
I'm okay. As I said, thank you.
I'm happy to see you all here. And gentlemen, please don't interrupt my yeah, I'm on the floor. You know, Mr. Nominee, you and I worked together for 6 good years, and I have a great deal of respect for you. During our time of work in the lower house, or in that lower house, the House of Representatives, we refer to you as an elder. You demonstrated that role clearly. That respect still lingers in my mind towards you. So I'm not surprised that you are nominated to be the Minister of Internal Affairs.
All right, so we'll hold him right there. All right, we will hold him right there. So what this guy has established is the working relationship that he wants has with this guy. That is a common practice. That is what we call explaining the good, and then you come to the bad. So what he just said, in my opinion, is acceptable. It is standard practice. There is always a before and after. So I'm going to give him that one. Let's listen into the next section of his conversation. All right, let's listen.
And I know you will be able to demonstrate that it is. But what is my concern is what many Liberians have been hearing on the radio a few days, that had your confirmation in a little bit of dingery.
All right, so what we'll do here, guys, what he is alluding to, we can bring that red back, and then we can discuss that. So let's go by and refresh the conversation here.
We're a pre-employment.
Sorry, guys, that's not that one. That's not that one. I think, okay, it's right here. So let's go back to what the guy is talking about. All right, let's go back to him. What he just alluded to, here is the video here.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I find Farabu anywhere here today. I swear to my dear mother. Anywhere I find Farabu, I stay here.
You see how aggressive he is? All it takes is for something to just trigger him, and then he becomes very, very aggressive. This behavior did not leave from him since the incident over or came to an end. This behavior is still in him. All it takes is for somebody to just get on the wrong side of him, whether he's minister or not, the very behavior will come back, and I can guarantee you this behavior will be shown within the next 6 years that they got to go. Somebody will bring this behavior out of this guy again. But let's just continue here and go back to his colleague that is about to ask him question in regards to the video. So let's watch the video for a little bit here.
As I leave this place, anywhere I find Farabu, I will attack him. And you can carry 10 armed, 200 armed to go defend him. Anywhere I find Farabu, in 4 days today, I will attack him. I'm moving with men. I'm going to get 25 motorbikes. 333. That's 75 person. Wherever Farabu move, I will move there.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm done.
Chief?
I'm done. I'll make you the information.
Wait,
Yo.
Chief, you are here for us now.
Where is someone's place now? Is Farabu the only immigration officer that they can use? He must continue to terrorize my people. Anywhere I find Farabu today, I will mob him to death. I said it. Then arrest me.
wait, let it respond.
We hear your observation, and we will pass it to our senior manager.
Thank you.
And what I want you to understand, Farabu, is that the final decision maker.
He should not be anywhere around here to terrorize my people.
Where Papa here from?
Farabu and myself fought immediately where they assign us here. He and myself.
He got nothing to coordinate here.
Yeah, we not see.
I'm not.
So if Farabu
Maybe you don't know me. I'm a fucking old rebel.
You hear that? You heard the man, right? After he said he will more the man, the gentleman tried to explain to him that he does not, the Farabu God does not have an absolute authority in that place. And to tough himself up, he came out and said, he used the F word to tell the people. Now, let's get back to the question here now, folks. Let's get back to that.
And I'd like you to clarify. It is important that you address this issue to the Liberian people because we are valuable. And sometimes when we don't understand certain things, we misconstrue.
I don't think, all right, I don't think this guy, I don't think he should be adding all the other component to the conversation. I see that as leading the witness. I see that as being friendly with the guy. He should be saying to this guy, there is a video out there that show you telling Liberians that you are a F rebel. You are going to murder or maul a guy to death. Can you tell us why you make those kind of remarks and leave it as that? But this guy is not doing that. He's trying to play with the words. He's trying to put words in the guy's mind so that he can explain it. And this is where I would tell you that this country called Liberia is a very useless country. Whether the guy is in the opposition or not, he's not going to represent you out there. He is fake. So he just pretending like he on your side. But the question he's asking is like he trying to weather down the storm. He trying to prepare the guy to answer the question. Listen in again, folks. Listen in here.
The entire concept of what has actually happened. I also know that there was some riot that took place in Lofa County.
He shouldn't be explaining anything, all right? He shouldn't be, I already know, no, let the guy explain. Let him explain. But he doing the explanation, it defeats the purpose of the hearing. It defeats the purpose of the hearing. The reason he's doing that is, you remember when he introduced the guy first, he said, I have a working relationship with you. So he is basing his question based on their past relationship. And that will further exacerbate his weakness to asking the rightful question. I don't know, but if nobody told you guys, I'm going to tell you now, these guys are not going to do nothing in our Senate. They are not going to do anything in our Senate to represent the people of Liberia interest. No. Let's see again, folks.
Not even riot, but some disorderly conduct that was taking place in Lofa during the election period. And during that time, I was told that two of your members of your family was affected in that disorderly.
Now you see why he's doing that? Instead of this guy allowing Mr. Numande to explain everything, he is like representing the guy as a lawyer. All right, he's representing the guy as a lawyer. He's stating the guy's case. He should allow this man to explain what happened over there. For example, tell the people out there, are you aware of a video where you were threatening Farabu? Yes. Can you tell us briefly, within the time I have, what actually happened? And let the guy explain, but he's not doing that. This guy you see right on the right shoulder of Prince Johnson is trying to lead this guy to answer the question so smoothly. But he thinks that every Liberian will accept the nonsense that he putting out there. These guys are not in the interest of the Liberian people. Let's go ahead, folks.
Behavior, and two of them died. We shall also know stretch you highly. And as a man losing two family members of yours.
So what is the essence of them asking a man when you explaining everything? What is the essence, folks? What is the essence of his question when he explaining everything? You already know, because he trying to tell the audience out there, oh, these are the reason why this man went and did what he did on the video. That is what the guy is trying to justify. This guy is not trying to dig out the bad behavior in this man. He's justifying the behavior of this man. That's what the guy is doing. And nobody there to tell you guys. Nobody. I don't know. But we will make sure that we bring this thing out. This guy on the right shoulder of Prince Johnson, all right, looking at him from your left shoulder, your left hand side, this guy is trying to present this man as someone who became a victim to what he said. That's what the guy is saying. Yeah.
I know how you felt. My question here is, if you respond, when the stress or when the disappointment came, people took that out of context. Can you reassure?
You see it? He telling the people now that people took it out of context. So the guy already decided that the video where the man was very, very aggressive, he's saying that we are taking it out of context. The bottom line is he did not give this man and the public the opportunity for the man to explain himself. He already laid down the case. And what the guy going to do? He's just going to chew it up and spit it out of his mouth and give it back to the people. Let's listen to it here.
The Liberian people that the statement made during your grief, during the time you were grieving, it was based on.
You see what he's trying to say over there now, folks? The statement made during the time you were grieving. So he's leading the way for the guy to answer that question. He's not giving the guy the benefit of the doubt to explain himself. He is providing answer to this guy. So everything that this guy is presenting to Mr. Newman is, I want you guys out there to understand that this guy made a statement because he was angry. And he had people who died for him. So he provided answer. These guys are nothing, folks. Our senators, they are nothing. These guys are just going to be another waste. These politicians in our country, these so-called politicians, they are going to take another 6 and 9 years to use the people for free and nothing in return the people will get. This is the time that is supposed to demonstrate the real meaning of representing the people's interest. You listen to that guy leading the witness question. He should be asking questions, not explaining the situation that happened over there. He's a senator. All you got to do, ask questions that are relevant to this man's character. Because what he's describing right now is the mood swing, the character of this man. At what point? Because when he asked direct question rather than leading the witness question, doing the confirmation or the deciding point is when now he will say, you know what, I think this man may have the qualification. I'm just concerned about his character management. At what point will he flip? Because what he told me, it was very easy. But he coming down, oh, you had the death in your family. You had this. It caused the confusion here. You gave me all the reasons. So why are you asking the guy? Why are you asking the guy? Liberians, you see why I keep telling you guys that this country will not be better until 2065? Or by 2065, that we will start to see better? Because these politicians are part of the problem and they are not part of the solution. Why you see the guy demonstrating, he is part of the problem. Let's get into it now and hear what the man going to say, all right? So let's get into it.
As a man, because we are human, can you assure them that you demonstrated your human abilities, but that wasn't actually your weakness? That's my first question.
Mr. Chairman, co-chairman, members of the colleague. I want to crave your indulgence for time to expand on this issue. There's an issue of concern to my family, it's an issue of concern to the country, my district, my county, and even the president. So the chairman, I wanted to show you that the voice you listened to was not the voice of anomaly in his entirety as a human being called anomaly. And I tell you why. For whatever reason, our own brother, our own son, who went to school with me, he was my classmate for 2 years in grade school. He and I were sponsored in school up to college level by now President Walker.
So you seen a relationship there now, right, folks? You seen a relationship there now, right? You seen a relationship? Two friends sponsored by one guy, but the other guy decided to go the other way, and he decided to stick with the other guy. I want you to establish that, because this is where loyalty comes in. This is where you either decide whether you want to take the side of justice or you want to look at the rule of law and follow the compliance regarding the rule of law. He and the Forabu guy, they were classmates. They were both sponsored by Joe Walker, but they parted ways. Forabu decided to do what he did in his career. This guy decided to stick with Joe Walker. Let's see now where this guy came from with that behavior. Let's go ahead, folks. Let's continue.
Chose to be a nightmare of our community. He was appointed as senior inspector of immigration. As senior inspector, he has a responsibility to patrol the entire country. But whenever there was an election in this country, whether it is the whole country, whether it is the county, local, Halabu, the inspector, the senior inspector of immigration will live in FOIA until before, during, and after the election, until the results are delivered.
So the question here is, how many elections were held? Because he said during election time, was Farabu assigned in that region, or he was only going there for every election? We have to be able to unpack this guy's statement. Was Farabu assigned in that area, or only during election time? And how many elections was held in that county during Joe Weah administration? And how many times Brownie Samoka had an election in that place? He won. How come we didn't hear about Farabu? How many elections was held where Farabu went in there and decided to do what the man is describing? We need to gather the facts to determine what triggered this guy here. So let's continue, but I want to leave the question in your mind as we go through. Let's continue here, folks.
Farabu's first trip to FOIA on such mission was during the by-election in which the CDC and the Unity Party are candidates. Farabu moved to the border. Not only that he ordered the border closed, but his origin national have been hospitalized in FOIA, operated, discharged. After 2 weeks of returning home, he fell in Farabu ambush. This man was beaten mercilessly. And all Farabu did, he ordered the chunk the man across the border. This is the land border.
How concrete is that information, folks? Remember, the rule of law and the compliance. This guy, I believe he was represented at that time. Did you guys watching me right now? How many of you guys heard what the man just said when that incident happened about a Sierra Leonean who came to seek medical treatment in Liberia, was taken back or was heading back and was mercifully beaten upon the order of Farabu? How come we did not hear that? How come we did not hear that, folks? How come we did not hear that story? Because if we had heard that story, every platform would have covered that. For me, I'll be honest, I never heard that story. I'm not hearing it for the first time. So how legit, how concrete is this story the guy is telling? Can the Senate or can somebody invite Farabu to come and explain? And do you think Farabu will be brave now that this guy is going to become Internal Affairs Minister and work for a guy they call Joe Barker who keep grudges against people? You see what I'm going with this? I don't think Farabu is safe in that country anymore. He's not safe. He's not safe anymore. Because he's now in the hands of someone who wanted to kill him. And then you got those senators then sitting down over there and taking things for a joke. So that one morning when you're here, oh, Farabu got killed. Because the guy is making up stories that you and I did not hear about. He was representative. He has the authority to call any media. Spoon was existing at that time. Spoon was against the Weir administration. All the other talk shows were against, including the Prophet Key Man. How come we did not hear this story? But when this guy coming out with this story, I'm going to ask you the legitimate question, folks. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to ask you the legitimate question. That's all I'm doing, folks. Let's listen to him again, folks.
Just come let him and pick it up. 3 days later, the man died. So I didn't pick up cutlasses to cut. I called my colleague.
The man dies, according to him. That became an international issue. If this guy was truly from Sierra Leone and he died at the hands or order of an immigration officer, that is an international issue. As a lawmaker, he should be reaching out to the media to draw the public attention and the justice system in our country attention to disclose this information. My question to you guys, what the guy is explaining, did any of you guys hear this information? I'm waiting to see you guys say, folks, please. I'm telling you that this country called Liberia is not going to be better. And that's why I'm asking you this question. Because remember, the rule of law must have compliance. It's not just the rule of law. The rule of law must have compliance. And there is an element to that. Why do we need compliance? How many people are going to be teaching you guys these things? Not many people are going to be teaching you guys these things. All right? Not many people. So, did anybody hear the story that the guy is explaining here? My sister Yasa said no, or Ansu said no. Thank you guys for being very responsive. Because it is important that we understand what the guy is saying. It is also important that these questions I'm asking, because the answer you're providing will validate that what the guy is saying makes no sense. And that's why I want to engage you guys. Because if you're telling me that, oh, I never heard about it, that means that you have been monitoring all the other platforms and none of this story the guy is telling you ever came out. I mean, remember, George, we are the highest hateful opposition platform that were being run by all the people that did not like George Weir. From 3 children getting drowned to auditor getting killed, and then an immigration officer that worked for George Weir will beat a Sierra Leone citizen and dump him in the river and die, and we don't got to hear that. After everything that we've been hearing, this guy's story sounds too good to be true. But these are the people that Boka is bringing that are going to start to murder people in that country, and they will make up their own story. The man told you, say he's a former rebel, and he's going to murder this man. But he did not tell the people, he did not call for a press conference where he made a remark to say, you know what, I'm calling on the press, or I called on the press today. The remark I made the other day, here are the reason why I made that remark. He never registered himself on any press conference for us to say, you know what, the reason the man made a remark, it was based on this. Only today that he coming out with that story today. So are we going to find Father Abu for him to come and tell his part of the story? I'm interested in finding Father Abu to come and tell his story. I want to know, where is the Father Abu man that he can tell his story? I told you guys there are 8 principles or 8 pillars of good governance. 8 pillars of good governance. We look at transparency. We look at accountability. We look at inclusive, ethical leadership. We look at efficient resource management. We look at the rule of law I'm talking about and compliance. And then we look at strategic planning as well as risk management. So where is Falabu now? Because if we're looking at inclusive participation, this guy is telling you out there about what Falabu did. But can we find Falabu to participate in this conversation here now? Where is he at now? Liberia is trending in the wrong direction. The old folks that Liberian people are giving power to, that during their days, nobody could challenge their authority. That's the environment they grew up in. Joseph Boka and all the guys. The guy you're looking at, does he look at somebody that can withstand true democracy to exercise your constitutional right? Can you look at him right now and say, oh man, with due respect, you just lie here? You think it's going to settle well with him? No, because he's from his old school. He's not from the new school. Instead of him adjusting to things today, he will be resisting to things today. And that resistance can cause your life or even cause the life of your loved one. Because you are dealing with people that are not okram, not willing to work in the democracy we have, where the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech can be expressed in any shape or form as long it does not pose any threat to your life. By you saying the man can lie, the man is not true, you are expressing your constitutional freedom of speech. Is he going to take that? This guy is lying on Falabu. That's my point here. He is lying on Falabu. You need to share the video. Don't sit here and look in my face. Your country is slowly going down into hell of destruction, intimidation, agony. Share this video. Let people get to hear it. All right? And let people get to see it. Let's continue here. Let's listen to him here again.
Who, if we were permitted, I would call from Freetown now. He will speak to you, honorable senators. My counterpart, a member of parliament, Sabatoma, had to come and join me in Israel. I spent 3 days in Israel.
You see it? As a representative, he decided to not go to the law of our country, even though he's saying that there have been an international fatality. Somebody from our border side going back to his country got attacked by an immigration officer. The person died, even though you and I did not get that information. As a representative, instead of reporting the thing to the authority that is responsible to reach out through the embassy as a diplomatic means and lay that complaint that it can be solved, guess what he did? He decided to go straight to that representative, his counterpart. Is his counterpart in charge of international security? No. Breach of protocol. He is a mere representative. His counterpart, according to him, is a parliament in Sierra Leone. Do you see both of them having the right to take care of any type of homicide or any type of death? No. The Interpol or the whatever organization they got in Sierra Leone that is responsible for international investigation, and our institution that we have that is also responsible for international investigation. These two supposed to collaborate to find a solution to the problem. These things were never done. This guy decided to take a law. Now, you see what when I'm telling you guys that Joseph Boca is from Sierra Leone? Joseph Boca is from Sierra Leone. If this guy is brave to go and say, I went into Sierra Leone, we discussed, let me tell you guys, Joseph Boca got a strong connection with Sierra Leone. And there's nothing that will make Joseph Boca to put Liberia on top of Sierra Leone. That is why this guy is so close to Joe Boca. You see the connection here. My fellow Liberians, our country has been put in the hands of a Sierra Leonean. This guy is a close friend to Joe Boca. And that's where we are. But he completely disregarded the protocol. According to him, when somebody died, according to the compliance, the rule of law, somebody died, blast that information to the society. Call for press conference. Let the people know and tell them what has happened. What has happened, and let the people get to see. He never did that. Let's listen to him further.
With the delegation of chiefs to resolve that matter. No apology for Halabu. And this is what happened. Halabu had no commander. Halabu had a select unit of.
He's saying that Falabu has no commander. Is that true? This man is an angry man. He's angry because he has a close ties to Joe Boca. He said Joe Boca sponsored him in school. Joe Boca, we know, is from Sierra Leone. He working with people in Sierra Leone because somebody died. Now he came by and said the man got no commander. You want to tell me the chief of immigration does not have someone who has that regional authority on Falabu? This guy decided to do things from a party loyalty standpoint. He decided not to report to the Georgia Immigration Authority because he saw them as opposition and not as government. And that's why he behaved the way he behaved. You follow me on this? This is my clear analysis here. Because there is something we call rule of law and compliance. All right? Rule of law and compliance. You must learn to do things according to the rule. But what did he decide to do? He left the rule of law and he left the compliance. You know what he decided to do? He decided to look at the law and justice. And what did he do? He forgot about the law that fall on the rule of law and decided to go for what? Justice. And how does he go about doing that? I will find this man. I got 15 people there. I will take the law in my own hand. He tried to do justice based on his emotion. He did not follow the rule of law. He had followed the rule of law. According to him, if the civilian died after that beating, call the authority, call the immigration. We have an international fatality here. A guy came from Sierra Leone, came to my county to see medical attention. He dies. Media, I'm making this information public so that the appropriate authority under this government will seek intervention to bring a closure to this case. And let us out here get to speak on the issue that he had brought to the public. That is the rule of law. That is being compliance. But no, he left those things and decided to go for justice. I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to kill him. I'm a former rebel. I'm a former rebel. The question here is, how many of you guys heard about this guy's story? About what the man is saying right now? How many of you guys heard that story? I did not hear it. I did not hear it. Let's listen to him again, folks.
Officers wearing ERU uniforms instead of immigration uniform. They were armed to the teeth. Falabu would go anywhere. Falabu would go anywhere and do what he was to do. Falabu, in my district, Foya, my district, my former district, I'm not represented now, border Guinea and Sierra Leone. When there's Christmas in Foya, when there's Christmas, the Guineans and Sierra Leone come and celebrate in Foya. The next day is Boxing Day. Guinea and Liberia go to Sierra Leone. New Year is celebrated in Guinea. Sierra Leone and Liberia go there. During one of these occasions, Falabu were moving to the border, and the children saw him and they started running away. Falabu chased these children and came down with arms to the border. Several of those children could not stand and they jumped in the Makuna River. 3 died because of Falabu. 3 died. And you have no way to complete Falabu. Falabu.
Again, he's coming out with the second allegation. He's coming out with the second allegation. You see, for us here, we take what we call a systemic approach to things. And as we take this systemic approach, we will question everything along the way. So, the first incident he described, he did not follow the rule of law. Nobody in the country knew about what he said or he's saying right now. It was never reported. I don't know, you don't know. How should we trust the story? Why he didn't report what he's telling you now? Why he did not report it to the authority? But the only thing we saw him doing is pounding on the table, using high level of intimidation and profanity, and yet he come here today. Somebody sent me a video here. I don't know. It doesn't play here. All right. Let me see here. It doesn't play. Let me see here. It doesn't play here. Let me see here. I think it's the video here. All right. Somebody sent me a video here. I don't know how long the video is, but let me attempt to download the video quickly here. All right. Let me attempt to download the video quickly here so that we can get to know what this guy actually said, because I'm being told that the Falabu guy did talk to the media today. I would like to see the Falabu guy in person and get to hear what he actually said. Yes, I really want to hear what he said. I really do. I really want to hear what he said. Yes, I really do. All right. But the question I want you guys to keep to the back of your mind is this. Whatever the man is saying, did you guys ever hear it from anyone? That would be my question out there to the public. Did you guys get to hear it from anyone? All right. Did you guys get to hear it from anyone? So let me see this video here. Somebody just sent me the video here. And I would really like to see the Falabu guy, and in studio. I want to hear from him. And Falabu should be very honest, not to go on the pro-government or the former government platform. Falabu need to come on other independent platforms. So anybody who know how to reach out to Falabu, I want for Falabu to come on the platform, because I'm going to ask him questions that will be very balanced, symmetrical, so that we can get it. All right. So if anybody know who Falabu is, I would like to know. I mean, I would like to ask series of questions of him. Yes, I would like to ask, series of questions of him. Yes. All right. Yeah. So let me see here. Let me try to download this video quickly here so that we can listen to what he said today and analyze it ourselves. Yes. We have our way of analyzing things here to determine the truth here. So let me do this quickly here. And guys, bear with me here. All right. Bear with me here, because this is outrageous. It doesn't make no sense at all if you ask me. All right. What the guy is explaining here, it makes no sense to me at all. I never heard anything like that before. I never heard anything like that before. So let me get this thing down quickly here. And let's see here. All right. Let me see here, because this thing should have been resolved long time, ladies and gentlemen. How long has it been? Since the election season, when we saw this guy demonstrating like this. He should have been able to come out to tell you guys about what actually happened. So let me see. Let me download this faster. That's the good thing about this engine we're using here. This is a very sophisticated engine here, and we're in the next 2 to 3 minutes. This thing will be download faster. There you go. It's downloading faster. Our download speed is very fast, and then we will be going through that. So the brother is saying, whoever shared the information with me, he is saying, hey, J. Randy, go to 1 hour and so many. The video is already downloaded. Let me go down there now and bring it on the screen here, folks. Let's go on the screen now. So we're going to table this one here for now. We're going to table this one. All right. We're going to remove this and we're going to go in there to go get the video. That is the magic of this thing here. All right. So let's go in there and go and get the video. All right. Let's get the video quickly there for you guys. There go the video here. We want to get the video here. All right. We will get the video. Let's get the video. It's coming up here. We'll stop it there. We'll stop it there here. And then the person said we should go to 1 hour and 7 minutes. We're in the 47. All right. 1 hour, 7 minutes. I hope this is it here. The person said 1 hour, 7 minutes and 40 seconds. So we are 1 hour and 7 minutes. All right, let's listen to it here and see what will be said here.
The election period.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you were assigned in Lofa. Where were you really stationed when you went Lofa? Where were you really stationed? I know you may have had your patrols all over, but where were you really stationed?
I patrol all over the country, but I was based in Foya.
In Foya.
Yes.
Okay.
It is in Foya that we have our base.
Oh,
For
okay.
the entire immigration, so we're based in Foya.
Okay, okay. So thank God you said that, and so let's go on. Now, you've been in Foya as an immigration officer. Getting there, do you know Francis Sakla Yumani, and what's your relationship you have with him?
Normally, has been my best friend and my classmate before. We stayed together, we went to school together. So he knows me well as I know him.
Wow, y'all went to school together?
Yes.
Which school, in Foya or where?
The Foya, 23 Pentecostal Mission School.
Oh, in Foya, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That was which year?
79, getting to 80.
Okay, that's good. Great. So you must have known him and he knows you better. So everything, yeah, everything. Did you listen to his confirmation hearing today? There were a lot that he said, especially when he was being quizzed about statements he earlier made. Did you listen to that?
I listened to it, calling me a party security. That was something I felt so bad. For me, I don't want Numalian confirmation to be like, I will be the roadblock.
Okay.
But I want to let him know that he's a Christian. Why must he lie against his pastor? Because he's in my church. Normally goes to my church, I'm his pastor. I will be in Lofa for him to call me a party security. I believe it would have been CDC that would have called me that name. Because in my presence, 2 persons died. I was able to compose to make CDC not to go out on rampage. And I held them down until we calmed them down. So they who supposed to be telling me thank you, because if I was now in Foya, they would have burnt Foya down.
Why are you saying that? Who have burnt Foya down? Who then you saw who have burnt?
You know, I enjoyed the interview, but I don't know whether this guy actually took note on Mr. Numane, because for me, I will be more specific about what Mr. Numane said today. First of all, I will be very interested in knowing the function of the immigration officer. Mr. Falabu, yes. Was there any time where Mr. what his name said? Was there any time where you took some Sebeluna from the house? I mean, some Sebeluna was in Liberia and then going out of the country back to his homeland, and you beat on him and that person died. I don't know why he asked that question, but those are the specific questions that I will be asking, because everything that humanity said against Falabu, this is where I will be drawing my question. And I think they started right because they checked out the school. Did you guys go to the same school together? Yes. So that means what humanity said, it checked out. They both went to school together. Now, humanity said this guy will always showing up during any election process. I would be interested. Is it true that you wouldn't show up during election time, or was there any other time that you will show up, and why? And let him explain. And then Mr. Newman said that a Sierra Leone guy who came to the border, entered the country of Liberia to see medical attention, was chased down and was beaten and killed. Are you aware of that? Did you participate in that? Then there was another time where some kids were running towards the Guinea border. You chased after them, according to Mr. Newman, and I think 3 of them went and got drowned in the river. Are you aware of that? Because the reason that I will be asking this specific question is based on the fact of what Mr. Yumade has said. And what we will try to determine here, whether Mr. Farabu played a contributing role to the story, or is just another lie that he's putting out. So I admire that. I don't know why he asked the question, but let's continue listening to it here. Maybe he might ask those questions, but this is where I really want to put things here. All right, so let's listen in here.
Fire down.
The tension between the sedition and the unity partisan, because after the two guys, they saw them dead. They decided to go on the rampage. But I carry officers, we call them riot units.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to compose them, and we heard them that the both sides, nobody could do anything. And we were able to succeed for that day. Not a single day Yumale and myself have ever stayed together for us to exchange info or whatsoever. So I'm surprised. Today he said I pursue people until they got drowned in the water. I have not been there to the place where the people died. And there was not during the election. Those guys were crossing with a motorbike that's long.
Now you see why it's important to ask the question, but I'm glad that he is bringing the question out too, because those are specific questions that will be asked, because these are strong allegations made by Mr. Yumane in a confirmation hearing that could jeopardize this guy's job, irrespective of the confirmation hearing. Why he accused this guy of doing, do you know that this guy can get fired and persecuted? And that is why it is key that an internal investigation is conducted to determine whether Yumane lied on this man or this guy actually did what he did. So this whole conversation is not only meant to say Yumane said this, I did not say this, because this guy is a law enforcement officer who perhaps was doing his job. But because Yumane decided to support Joe Walker, he is not going to provide any truthful information. You just heard the guy right now. He said, oh, the incident about the children getting drowned was not during the election. These were people who were trying to cross. That is why the internal investigation will look further into the death, and we interview people in the county, and we interview the family member to see what the man said. Oh, that's why I love our United States, folks. That's why I love our country. Now you see what I want to tell you guys, that the country is fucked up. If I was in the country, the allegation you might have made today, an independent investigation will be launched to determine who is lying and who actually did what. And the components will involve all those who he listed, the people that died, the incident that happened, because we want to know. Let's continue.
Before the election. So he passed those lies to lie on me. But I know that whatsoever he said, even to himself, he knows that it's lies. So there I stand.
But Farah, all you are saying here is that you were right there when you saw seditions died, and for any reason anyone is supposed to blame anybody, it is the seditions who should be having problem with you and
Yes.
not the Unity Party folks. Why did you stand there and saw them die? What role did you had a duty to play that you did not play? What was that duty you had that you did not, for which anybody
I
was
was
taught
on
that?
my base. I was on my base. The police took charge. of the security because I deal with border patrol.
Okay.
But that very morning, within a short possible time, all the police lost the 3 cars that were there left and went out of town. So people just call me from within Thomas Falafel and say, oh, they are killing us, oh, how come? The house released the unit to pass through his fence and stop them. Before we can get there, we saw 2 persons were already killed.
Oh,
So
it was
they
you
were
who
there.
released the immigration officers that one Francis Yimali is angry.
I'm not getting you.
Is Francis Yimali angry, or was he angry because you were able to release your unit, especially when the police were nowhere around, so that they were safeguard and or Thomas Fala area?
This is actually what I feel like. Because they were already in Thomas Falafel. They were already in the fence, and we went there to protect life and property. They even wounded one of the immigration officers. They used stone and they choked him, but still with all that, were able to keep them down, to keep calm.
You see, guys, one of the reasons why George Weah government have been very weak, when incident happens, there must be an investigation to determine the cause factor, the root cause, and bring to justice. Since this thing happened, Mr. Weah should have launched an investigation. You know what that investigation would have done? By now, it would have exposed things today. But that's one of the weakness that Mr. Weah suffered today. Let's be honest here, folks. You see, January 6th in America, Donald Trump was leaving office, but the people continued and followed through on the investigation. 2 people died, we buried the people, nothing came out of it. Now you hear Newman making no kind of accusation. So again, when Boga come out and say we will investigate for Abu, I can see that coming. Because if Newman is launching this complaint and he get confirmed, he can pursue this investigation again for Abu. And what will you sedition guys say? Nothing. Because the president who left office recently failed to conduct this investigation. He should have authorized an internal investigation that included the police, the immigration, and say, I need a report before I leave office. You can do it as quickly as possible. Let me report to the Liberian people about these things. But nothing was done. People died. People are being accused here and there. You follow me on the platform, folks? That's what I would be recommending to the president. Because whether Falabu's story is true or Human's story is true, we don't know. Because there was no investigation conducted to bring out these things. This is Jay Randy here, folks. I come with straight eyes to see things. The president should have conducted an investigation. He should have conducted that. One of the weaknesses of the Weah administration. They don't follow through on things. They don't. You cannot have a government like that. Let it be a lesson learned. Let's listen here again, folks.
And how we safeguard the city. So I'm surprised for Newman to accuse me that I'm a part of security. He should be thanking me because he was owning FOIA. If I work for FOIA people and you don't have thank you to tell me, I leave you with God. Because had I not been in FOIA, many things would have happened. Because the both parties were really aggressive.
Wow. But he had threatened to have killed you. What did you do then? And what was the action you took? Because you heard it.
That was the main point. Because the day we stopped those guys from entering the fence, at the same time he went, he threatened me. He said that anywhere, and he had more than 120 men with him. So what I did, I told my men to retreat. There was a time that we borrowed on the road, the paved road. They asked me to leave the street, and I left. They went on their radio, they said I ran away, they make me to go back. All those things I told my boys, I said we did not come here for anything. What we came here is to...
Look, you see, let me tell you one thing. Why it is true that the thing happened, the Senate need to call Mr. Falabu for a special hearing. The purpose of that hearing is to actually determine why people die and see who can be held accountable. Are they going to do it? No. Why? Because you are from a shithole country that does not believe in correcting action to prevent another performance. They're not going to do that. The Senate committee on let me see, the Senate committee on whether it is human right and safety in the country. I don't know what the committee is because they don't list their different committees. And because there are a bunch of corrupt individuals in there that know nothing about how to protect human being life, how to protect property, but they should be able to launch an investigation. But prior to that, call Mr. Falabu into the Senate chamber, all right, and begin to asking specific questions. Whatever Mr. Newman has said, that is his testimony. That can be used against, that can be used during the Senate hearing of Mr. Falabu for him to explain things. Why? Because we as Liberians deserve to know all these things here. We deserve to know. Because for humanity to be pounding on the table and say, anyway, I see the man, okay, the man, and then man will say, one thing I haven't heard yet, and please correct me, guy, who listen to this thing here. All right? Whoever sent me the thing, what I'm interested in knowing here is, did the telephone conversation, and I will try to find it, did he touch on the Sierra Leone guy that came for medical treatment and got killed across the border? If yes, where in the interview? Well, let's keep listening here.
Make sure that the election is held free and fair. Then we'll go back to our assignment. This is what we did.
Will you be a great guy? Like you said, you don't want to be an obstacle to Francis Yimadi's confirmation, but you just want to speak the truth. The statement and the utterances from Francis Yimadi, especially targeting to kill you, can you now tell us that Francis Yimadi may have been involved with the killing of those two persons whom you said you saw their body?
No, that's a wrong question. That's a wrong question. That's leading the witness. You don't ask a kind of question. All right? That being biased. That is biased conversation. Would you mind telling all that Francis were involved? No, you don't do that. You give the man the benefit of the doubt. Those who die, what do you make of the death? And who do you blame? You bring those kind of open question, but when you say, tell us this, no, that's not how we're trained in this country. That's a biased question. That's not how we're trained. I mean, put yourself in that situation. If somebody accuses you with that kind of statement, you will not be happy. So therefore, the question he's asking, no, it's almost like the guy who was doing the confirmation. I mean, the question that the guy was asking in the Senate is wrong. I know that Liberia, but this platform here, we gotta be very honest here. And the honesty comes with you putting yourself in that shoe. If somebody accuses you and this guy is asking that question in that fashion, you will not be happy. Will you? No, you'll not be happy. So the way he's asking the question, no, I'm not cool with that. Yeah, I'm not cool with that. All right. So let's listen to how he going to explain the question.
Is on the ground.
How can I tell you when he himself said it? The people were mobbed.
You see it? That's why you should allow the guy to answer the question. The guy said, how can I say it when he said it? So all you should ask the guy is, can you tell us what led to the people's death? And let him be the one to explain his side of the story. That means your question is only open and not being very laser focused in leading the witness. So Falabu is saying, how can I say anything when he said was involved? So Falabu is not saying that, I saw him doing. So no, the explanation says so. So we have to analyze the thing. That's why we bring things on the platform here, folks. All right.
He even wanted to mob me. He talked about attack. He showed his own power. He said, he spoke to the whole world who he is. My prayer is for now, because the people will now understand. Let God speak for humanity so that monkey can never leave it.
No folklore saying they will never make anything right. Let's leave it with God. Monkey will never leave. No. You are the souls. You are the victim or the villains. All those things can be unpacked when he is asked by means of investigation or when he is called by the Senate. He's a public official. He is there to protect the border. And he was simply doing his job. Bring him and let us listen to his side of the story. And there's nothing wrong with Nimade coming back to the Senate this time around to provide his testimony again on an oath. And that's how we need to add value to our system. All right. Let me read a few things for you guys here about the 8 pillars of good governance. 1, transparent decision making. Transparent decision making is a hallmark of a well-governed government where decisions are made and justified openly based on document evidence. That is transparent governance. Accountability mechanism. Good governance hold individual and entity accountable for their action. You follow me there? That's the 8th principle. Inclusive participation. Government that actively involve a citizen in decision making exhibit good governance. That's the next thing there again. Ethical leadership. Leader who adhere to ethical standards and prioritize people well-being exemplify good governance. I can go on and on and on. Let's come to rule of law. Rule of law and compliance. A government that operates within legal framework and compliance to regulation demonstrate good governance. That is why this guy need to come to the Senate confirmation hearing to see what went on. Because remember, he's an immigration officer. And then Numane guy was just an outgoing representative. But now Numane is coming now as internal affairs. He is in charge of all the counties. With an immigration officer that try to do his job or her job, be threatened because Numane is close to Joe Boca, how will the Liberian people decide? How will you educate the people? Is by bringing in these guys for an open section. The police conducted the investigation. If they have conducted the investigation to determine all the parties involved, Senate take that report, call for hearing, and let's see what happens. Are we going to prosecute or are we going to carry on some enforcement action? But none of those things were done under the WIA administration. God, let's be honest here. If somebody had lied on you like that and WIA did not carry on the investigation, how will you feel? Let's forget about Falabu. Let's put you in that situation. If you will feel bad, then you need to hold Mr. WIA accountable for not carrying out this investigation. If that was you, if that was your child, if that was somebody you love and something happened, and Mr. WIA did not bring some type of investigation or initiate an investigation to give you closure, how will you feel? That's why the platform is all about. How will you feel? I want you to answer my question. How will you feel if that was you or somebody that you love became victim? How will you feel? That's why we have all these different police security institutions in our country to be able to carry out this investigation. It's all part of the 8 pillars of good governance. How do we ensure that the rule of law and compliance are followed in the country? Well, we have to bring in inclusive what? Participation. Something happened, we bring everybody out there and they get to be questioned. And that is called what? Transparent decision. Because the transparency of the decision will come from what? Whether the person followed the rule and were in compliance, or they decide to go for justice rather than the law. And then we look at the transparency of the behavior and come up with a decision. But how can we meet these things? Is by carrying on this step I just mentioned here. Our country is heading backward. That's my point. We are not following anything that makes sense. All right? All right, folks. No hard feeling here, folks. I'm just being very honest here. I want Liberia to improve. But Liberia cannot improve when we have weak infrastructure, when we have weak system. The reason you must enjoy the country here, because their system works. Ours, we don't even have it. It doesn't work. It wouldn't work for few, and the majority suffers. It doesn't work that way. Today in the country, the Federal Trade Communication or the Federal Communication Commission, the FCC, you know the kind of call can be receiving. Your phone ring, hello. They already passed a law now. No artificial intelligence call should come to your phone. If that happens, get a lawyer and it will sue that company and you will get free money. Because people are tired with their phone just ringing and you just listen to somebody's stupid voice that got nothing to do with you. The system works. It's not impossible that it cannot work in Liberia. We got to make it possible. And having this conversation, analyzing these things, it works. Mr. Weah should have done justice to Falabu by conducting an internal investigation to say they remark this man, because the remark that man made could have also implicated him. The January 6th investigation that took place in the United States in a Sunday confirmation hearing, people watching all the videos. Transparent decision, inclusive participation. They were watching all the videos. Oh yeah, look at that guy. Yeah, this guy. And then they brought in witnesses. Can we do the same in Liberia? Of course. What would that mean for us? It means that our rule of law is really making sense. You bring the Newman video and play it up there too. Wow. Is that what he said? Yes. And that will provide some level of ethical standard in our country. We need to take this approach. It's not about partisan. That's why we got 3 branches of government. So right now, it's human voice against Mr. Falabu's voice. Where are we going with this? We are not experimenting here. We are a country. We have people in position that's supposed to investigate these things and bring a closure to the case. But there are more unsolved cases in our country than the one that have been solved. So what lesson are we learning to make progress? Fellow Liberian, the platform here is not for Joe Boca. It's not for nobody. It's for the truth. Jihad, the white man will treat us when something happens. That is what I'm trying to do on the platform here. So yeah, please bear with me. Let's listen a little bit more here, and then we'll get to the next topic quickly.
For my business, President Umale should not be stopped from going to be a minister. Let the people that we work for know the truth.
But if you say Monge can be a black hand beyond, then why you will want to carry the Monge for you to show a black hand? A black hand is mobbing people, killing people.
No, what the man is asking for is for the justice system to take place. That's what he's calling for. That is what the man is calling for. This guy who on the phone, Falabu, he's an experienced guy. He don't want to be the one to throw the stone. What I'm gathering for him, I don't want to be the one to stop him. But let the people get to know. And who represent the people? The government institution. When that thing happened in Lofa or Bapolu, President Weah should have launched an immediate intervention in the form of an investigation to determine what is going on. And that would have brought closure. So this man cannot come on now, because the man is saying what the man is saying what is not true. He's not saying what the man is saying that is true. Falabu is saying what the man is saying is not true. But what power do I have? I cannot investigate him. But there are authorities that can come and look at this, the facts, the information, and carry on the investigation. But that was never done. That's what he's saying. And that's what should have been taking place.
Why were you wanting to go? Now you don't want him to. Maybe your situation is just that, but people have died already. And you said, not that you said it, but he said it, that he's noted for mobbing people. People died. People were mobbed. And he said he was going to mob you too. So you must have instructed those people to do it. So if you say Monge does not leave his black hand behind, then why would you want to let that Monge to go so that it keeps using his black hand?
You saw the kind of crowd that he pulled today. Even bad people get people. They will now understand it. They will go in history. What they will say for Falambu, Newmarlin did not get to be a minister. And number one is Lofa will lose the seat. So this is why I'm speaking from. I don't want to make history in this. I want to be clear. And he said that they fire me from immigration. This is diabolical lie. I'm still the senior inspector of the Liberia Immigration Service. I'm not fired. I'm the first uniform officer.
So essentially what the guy is saying here, the guy is saying like how Pontius Pilate look at Jesus and said, look, I don't find anything in this guy. Mr. Falabu is very concerned about his life. He's looking at him from a traditional side now. You saw the supporting man, bro. If the Lord take a course by investigating, that fault will not be on me. It will be on the process of the investigation. It will be based on the facts of the investigation. They will say the people come here, they ask questions here. So if there's any blame, the percentage of that blame will be very low on my part. But for me to come out and say, oh, you have to stop the man, I'm only speaking in my capacity without any empirical investigation evidence. That is what Mr. Falabu is saying here, and he's right. He's right. How many times have we not seen investigation that involve people? Other people say, you know what, the man affected me, yeah, the Lord take a course. No, it is wrong. It is wrong. So we'll leave it as that, folks. I want to appreciate you guys that sent me the video, but I think the interview is just part of the process to find a closure. I think the root cause is the failure to conduct the investigation. And today, this man, you think if the investigation had been concluded and this man is coming for the interview, what would be our perspective now? When we look at that man like order. Yeah, the investigation right here. The police say you were wrong. Why is he saying order? Well, because nothing was done after the incident. This guy is coming with a story now. So you're going to become commentary after the news because he saw a very good story today and people fell for him. And this is him here now. Let's listen to him now.
During one of the elections, the 2020 election, I mean, during this, one of the elections, no, during the strategy election, campaign started around 2022 when the campaign moved now. Falabu, the beginning of 2023, in his uniform, openly campaigned for Thomas Farr and the CDC. The complaint was taken to the Commissioner General. The Commissioner General watched the video and immediately dismissed him. A hearing hand, our own daughter, Frida Mulu, used her influence and put Falabu back. Falabu had.
Now you see all this investigation. The commissioner supposed to be part of the investigation and the Sunday hearing. Finabono supposed to be invited. I don't know in Liberia why they can invite people. In America here, they can invite anybody to Congress. Anybody, when you play a very significant role in something, they can invite you to come and tell your story because they represent the people. They must understand what is going on in the community across the country and be able to enact laws to prevent the bad behavior. And that's something that the National Legislature of Liberia need to start to implement, because if the police cannot investigate, they have the right to call people and carry on hearing. Because when they hear the people, the action of the people, the way they put behave, is giving them feedback. It's like a data. I say, the way they put behaving, what can we do to pass a law? What can we do to vote it into law? That's what it is all about. So this guy is telling his story now, talking about Finabono, the commissioner, all the kind of thing. What you think is supposed to be coming through the mind of the lawmaker now? People doing it. Let's call them to find out what's going on. If they can get a fight on both sides, that is okay. What is not okay is our people are not learning anything out of this. People just putting their politics into that. So for me, I don't believe Mr. Newman's story. I don't believe Falabu's story. I blame the CDC government for not investigating. If they are investigated, I will now know that there are two sides to every story and there is an event. All I know for now, Mr. Falabu has a story, Mr. Newman has a story, and we saw an event that took place in Babolu or Lofa County where people died. We saw the dead body, we saw people moving here, we're hearing story, but we don't know the cause factor and we don't know the root cause. So for me, it's an inconclusive thing. That's all I can say. So if the Senate confirm him, well, because we did not do our due diligence. Sedition government did not do a due diligence to bring all the facts. If they have brought all the facts, then by now we'll stand behind the fire and say this man here cannot. It's one thing to see the video of him getting mad and telling his story. It's another thing for him to for Abu to say, oh, it's not true. He's not saying the truth. But how do we know which side is right? By conducting an investigation, by conducting and hearing. So the government failed the Liberian people. This guy is going to get confirmed. Whoever he is, he's going to get confirmed. In the future, when he does something wrong, if Boka is very strict, then Boka will investigate him. But CDC dropped the ball on this one here. All right, enough said on that. Let's move on here, folks. Let's move on here because we are pressed with time. We are about to look at this part here now. All right. This is Joe Boka here. All right. We are about to look at Joe Boka here. Before we discuss this, people often ask me, my man, you let to talk too much. Everything you let to condemn. Well, let me just give you guys a snapshot. All right. This is a snapshot here of J. Randy. All right. Those of you that know me very well, I show you recognize the image here, right? This is a snapshot of J. Randy. All right. So I want you to take your time and read from the top. This is one of my declarations for the public to see. J. Randy once worked as an industrial engineer, all right, industrial engineer with Metronics, and I was responsible for the ISO, that is the International Standard Organization Laboratory, all right, class 6, all right, lab. That's what I did. So part of my responsibility, all right, as you can see right there, that was part of my responsibility in that role. Yes, in that role. So I am going to discuss what happened in that lab. But before I do that, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what I did. All right. So this is one of my hats that I usually wear. So I just want you guys to know when I'm discussing any issue, I have a vast knowledge of what I am talking about. Because many Liberians don't know who many of us are. And I just want to make sure I register that I'm speaking with authority. I'm not speaking based on somebody's popularity. No. I have the authority to discuss what I see. I don't come here and tell you, say, I can carry on heart surgery. I don't come and tell you, say, I can check your blood pressure. That's not my area of expertise. I won't talk about that. I can talk about it, but I'll be limited. But whenever I'm speaking about something, trust me, I have that vast experience in doing that. So that is something. So let's get to Boka here. There are a few things I want to say here, and then we'll call it a day, all right? So Mr. Boka is seen walking, coming here, all right? This is a conference room, folks. This is a conference room. This is not a laboratory. And that is why the people had chairs or people sitting over there. The body odor from these people, their sweat, the air they breathe, and the breathing they put it out there, it is all in there. But people decided to go in there and take a urine sample and bring it right on the conference table. Where is the standard procedures for good lab sample taking? Is that environment conducive to carry out that sampling? All right, so let's speed up this thing here, guys. Let's speed up this thing here. There are certain places I want to get to. Let's see here. You see the people moving papers over there. Nurses got gloves on. The regular people sitting over there. This is very, very nasty. All right. This is very, very nasty. And, you know, I'm sorry for being very, very strict on this one, but this is very, very nasty. You got people sitting on the conference table. Look at the drinking water. You see the drinking water right here? See the drinking water here, right here? People got their personal belongings. This is one of the weirdest events I ever seen. Look at what is Burma Camara putting across here. Why is he putting across here? All these things have been contaminated. They are all cross-contamination right here. Everything here is all considered to be cross-contamination. Very, very poor protocol that is taking place here, right? So let's continue watching here.
So, yes, the laboratory technicians are going to start processing
He grab it again. He grab it again.
the
Let's see.
samples now while we are still waiting for the remaining samples to come in.
All right, let's pause there and go to a very, very standardized video from the Webman country. Watch this.
Testing facilities. So we do all pre-employment testing, including drug and alcohol, mask fitting, audio testing, primarily oil and gas industries, as well as a lot of your laborers and tradesmen.
See that? Urine testing is the most common used method in Canada, occupational testing industry. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so you're gonna fill the sterile cup up to the black line with urine. Okay, you can finish in the toilet. You can't flush the toilet, so just come out when you're done. You have.
I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with what she just said, right? Many of you guys are familiar with that. All right, when the women doing things, it look different. Oh, let's watch.
3 minutes to produce your sample. So on Read today, we did your drug and alcohol testing. So we did a breath alcohol test, and we did your urine drug and oral fluid drug screen today, which is an express test. So we find out the result at.
See that? You see how decent the place look, folks? You see it? Standard protocol.
The facility.
These are all the drug testing parameters. That's all they test for. You see it right there? That's all they're testing for. Pre-screening. We're going to pre-screen that now. Pre-screening tools that they dip into the urine. You see the area over there, the lab tech, and the urine itself. That is the testing or sample tube, or how they call it, the strip. That's the strip there. Some of you guys familiar with that. Or the dip card, I think that's how they call it in Canada. There you go. So there go the result there.
Primarily, most companies send their potential employees here, and we test them, and we give them a final result, whether it was negative or non-negative, and they kind of determine what they want to do after that. So it's not us telling the companies, hire this person, don't hire this person. It's us just telling them that this was the result, and you make that decision on your own.
There you go. That is what we call independent laboratory sample. Independent.
And how'd I do?
And you were negative.
All right, that's good. So I am drug free. I have to tell my employer that.
All right, guys. So what did we learn here today, folks? What did we learn? What did we learn? That there is a process and that there is a location. The same test that Joe Boga then took is the same test you just watched, but the environment, the setting, the protocol, everything looks different. Now, let's come back to our people there again, folks.
So technicians now are testing the samples collected already.
Are you calling on for Minister Burma? Yes, no, for us, what you want
This is so shameful and very, very humiliating. It had no self-esteem, nothing. Just because you say people should take drug tests does not necessarily mean that you should expose men and women at the same time. You're looking at them going out there and taking their urine. This is so archaic. This is so illiterate. This is so uncivilized. All right. But you know why? Joe Boga is a very, very uncivilized man who never and cannot exist in the civilized world. And even those who are the lab technician, the nurses, they should have stood their ground to say, you know what, Mr. President, with all due respect, we would like to do this thing at a particular location where you can come in and have your drug test taken. All right? And have your drug test taken. All right? But this is so gross. People sitting around over there, they open the urine, they closing it out, they pounding liver, and they passing all around there. Look at Burma Camera sitting right over there and inhaling whether that female, I mean, you got female, women dignity is a concern. Women over there, they go in the bathroom, they're using the bathroom, they come in right outside, they come to sit down right there, and they bring in their urine right in the present over there, my people. Only the lab technician supposed to be the one that interact with the urine in the absence of these people. But they're right over there, folks. They're right over there.
Urine samples also.
And you got the media over there too. The media down there. The media over there. Look, I will agree with you guys. I will agree with you guys if this was just a COVID test, where they just do the swapping, they run it for some time. I will agree with you if there was some kind of flu shot, but not bodily fluid. Not bodily fluid. You're been in a country here. You have gone for drug testing. The way you saw it the other day. Is that the right way we should do things now, folks? Is that the right way? How are we going to educate our people? Those of us that are on this side, that are commending the process. You all know what you're passing down to our brothers and sisters back home that never came to the country here. You're making them to feel that they see what we can do things here. And I'm saying no to that. Keep it on the other side. Because we don't do it. You just saw the video clip. I just showed you that video clip. The man went in there. He did a test. Put the result down. Waited for the result. It was done. It was done. They showed the camera going there. But they didn't have people sitting all around. All around. In this country, we have our team, they call the spill team. Every March to April, we send them for fit testing. All we do is we just authorize it in the computer system. They go and do the test. We get the result. If anybody had an incident, we send you for drug test. The same thing. All the guy got to do, just go to the lab. They call you up. If the thing happened today, we'll send you there. As long as you're okay, we'll send you to go do the test. Protocol. Look at what our people did here, folks. Look at them. Very, very nasty. Very, very nasty. Very, very, look. They got, look at the guy. Look at the guy. Look at the guy. Look at the guy right here. Look at him right here. They think it's, I don't know why he putting label on it, but look at him right here. Look. Look at him. In the open here too. In the open here. In the open right here, folks. In the open here. People sitting down around. Wow. Look. Wow. This thing is so nasty, man. Very, very nasty. This is so nasty. When you're dealing with a very, very country person and you give them power, this is what they put on display. But this is a conference table right here. All right? You see right down here, you see the paper tower over there. You see that paper tower? Go right behind the paper tower. You will see a knocking bass. Right after that knocking bass, I believe that white thing back there, that looked like a electrical circuit that is used for conference call. That tell you that this table is a conference room where you use it in, because we use it in all the time around here. It's just that our own nowadays, they are improving on it. But this thing looks like an electrical outlet for laptop and other devices for conference call. And they just came and put this thing right over here. Look right at the bottom here. You see, come all the way down to the very end of the table. Not to where Boca is, but right underneath your screen here. You see that bottle of water right there? There go a bottle of water right over there. Bottle of water right over there. You see that bottle of water right over there? Right down there. At the very bottom of your screen. Yeah, there go a bottle of water right over there. All right? All right? No protocol at all. No protocol at all. Nothing. You got people drinking their regular water right over there. You got the urine over there. Look at the nasty thing that I want to come be showing on the air here. There you go again. That vessel over there. That vessel over there. One more point, people can give one more, people can put it down. Okay. This stuff is so nasty, folks. Look at it. Look at it. Look at all of them. This thing is so nasty.
This is a very exhaustive list of tests, and I will read out all the substances that were tested for.
Now, what I can't understand here is what they all do here. You see the all do here? What the F is he doing standing here? And you know, this is the part that can really get to me. These guys are so damn electric. What the hell they all do is standing here for? And you know, but look at the shirt he wearing over there. These are the people that will come with the 15 penny in their pocket. What the hell he doing standing here when they're reading somebody sunning out? What is he doing standing here? Look, God, the government here brought to power, You guys are going back to the days you were never born, and that's why you're going to be seeing. These guys are a bunch of electric individuals them that are here. Like I said, myself, I'm a countryman. All right. But these guys are exhibiting what I describe as very electric backwardness of our country. What the hell? This is the same guy who went to the VOA place and he was standing. You remember the guy? This is the same guy here. This is the same guy who went over there. Yeah, you're right. Umar Johnson. There were no masks. They had no masks. All right. This guy here. Watch.
Which were negative. THC, which is from cannabis or marijuana, was negative. Cocaine, negative. Morphine and all the derivatives of morphine, including codeine, hydrocodone, morphone, normorphone, oxycodone, oxymorphone, thebaine were all negative. MDMA, or what is called ecstasy, negative. Buprenorphine, negative. Amphetamines, negative. Barbiturates, negative. Benzodiazepines, negative. Methamphetamines, negative. Methadone, which is used for addicts who are getting off of drugs, negative. And PCP, negative.
Thank you. Those are all false positive results. We call that false positive result. All right. I see that as a false positive result. Why? One, the laboratory setting, the environment did not meet any standard. Two, the process involved so many non-laboratory employees or designated laboratory experts. That's the second one. Third, the process was not even. I'm not sure whether they calibrated whatever machine they brought over there. That's something, because you got to calibrate the machine over there. And then the fourth one, look at the entire environment. Very, very poor. So to me, that's a false positive result. Negative result. False negative result. When the thing becomes negative, there's time that it can become false negative. If it's false negative, it was never done according to any standard. You can go argue all that way. We work in real lab, like for example, the clean lab. Clean lab is where everything they drink over there is produced within your clean lab. And it starts from clean lab 5 all the way, I believe, to clean lab 8 or 9. And as they go in as standard, those are standard. And they go by macron. So if you get lab 5, even your pencil, you can carry pencil in some little lab to write on it in the lab with pencil. No, there are certain standards you got to meet. So that is a false negative. The process was done wrong. My recommendation, let Joe Walker work with the Merlin Clinic and let them go there one by one to go do their urine sample. And then the Ministry of Health can receive that information and read it out to the public. That is a process. That is a process. Many of you guys who don't go to the U.S. embassy where you coming on DV or any kind of immigrant, do you carry camera there to say you show the camera so I can show the U.S. people that my blood or my urine is clean? No. But when you're dealing with a bunch of illiterate people, that's how they work. That's how they work. That's how they do things. And we'll not sit down here and hide it for you guys. Walker is not only incompetent, this is a very old man from the past that you have brought into your future. He's going to carry everything backward and nothing going to work. Nothing. Like I said this morning, I don't see Walker to be my president. He ain't worth to be my president. He's very, very incompetent to be my president. I don't have no trust in Walker administration. Nothing. Because he's not going to change nothing. They're going to start witch hunting people. Like somebody said, Farabu is in serious trouble. That Farabu guy need to find somewhere to go. Because that guy, Joe Walker, putting a Minister of Internal Affairs, he's going to be one of the most dangerous men in our government. He's going to be, the man is a friend to Joe Walker. He just told you that Joe Walker sent him to school. So the loyalty is going to be given to Joe Walker from that guy. He's going to harm people. They're going to do all kinds of things in our country over there. All right. Now, another part of that confirmation hearing, one of the senators asked the guy whether he belonged to the Pro Society, What the other man said, oh, my man, we gotta go to the thing outside the get talking here. That's the liberal way. If you don't want to talk things, then why you bring the man in the public hearing when he's supposed to be scrutinized publicly, right? But I tell you what, Edwin Snow, oh, don't bring the man. We're not going to talk the one. Let's go out there. Let's go out there. He said something like that. Let me see what we can get it to you guys quickly here. But there's something the Papi said. Look, Joe Parker is not president for me. Let me tell you right now. The Papi is not president for me here. He may be president for the country, but he's not president for me. He ain't got no presidential or criteria. He got no experience whatsoever. All right. I mean, you're a Silesian, you can get mad with me. You Silesian, if you're a Silesian, you can call him your president. I'm not going to call Joe Parker no president. He does not represent anything close to president. I'm telling you guys right now. This is not about CDC building, but I regard Joe Parker as nothing in our country. Look, the kind of humiliation he brought. Bringing people all over the place. I mean, table that you sit down on to have conference, you share things, and then you go bring your urine and just set it around there. If Joe Weir had done that, you know what's going to happen today? If Joe Weir had done that, you know what's going to happen today? Citizen, you think about it. For me, I'm a bittersweet with you guys, or for you guys. If Joe Weir had done that, Maggie say that they're twisting that there, we are the people there. You know how many times we're going to criticize Josh Weir? I don't know about you guys, but Parker is nothing but a big loser, a man with no experience at all. That man will damage that country. He will go to that country from now to 2029 or whatever it is. Everything that Joe Weir face, that man will not touch it. It will get destroyed. That PhD part, that way. And let Joe Weir go there sometime go clean it up. He will not do it. He will not do it. That puppet will keep crush in his heart. If you never saw anybody that can keep crushing your heart, that who he is. Don't see him looking older now. So very, very dangerous man. Very, very dangerous man. Let me tell you guys right now. Let me progress the folks. They're shaking hand. They didn't even wash hand. Then why no hand? The dad is shaking hand. The dad is shaking hand. They didn't even wash their hands. The dad is shaking hand. Nasty, nasty, nasty set of people. Very, very nasty. They're shaking hand right in the middle of that. Nasty set of people. The people are very, very nasty.
Please give us space. Please give up. Please get back.
You can't even hear the man. You can't even hear this old man. Nothing you can hear from him. Everything in the old man just messed up now. You can hardly hear him. You can hardly hear this old man. Let's see what we can try to listen to him here again. You can hardly hear him. Very, very messed up man. Messed up.
When we stand, we want to lead by example. Yep.
Lead by example.
That is that. We don't want to subject everybody to anything that we ourselves don't believe.
Yeah, so the urine test, so that's it for the urine test. Though. That's all for the urine test. They have it this time now, they will never have it again until their time over. That's why it is. They wouldn't have it this time. It finished. Instead of him saying, you know what, this is just the beginning, we will be having random testing until my term is over. Anytime you can be called to go to a specific clinic. Is Joe Parker going to do that? I want to see whether Joe Parker can do that. All right? Joe Parker, are you serious to fight against drugs? Why don't you start the process by saying we will select you randomly and carry on random testing? Whether it's going to be saliva or it's going to be blood or another urine. Let's try to do that again. He's not going to do that. The old man can hardly speak. The man is sick. The old man is sick. Let me tell you right now, he's sick. The man can hardly speak. And the kind of man that can't go be president. Look at him. Look at him. He ain't worth a damn.
We want to assure the Liberians
Look
that
at
we
it.
are serious. We say we are committed to leading by example.
Leading by example.
And this is the beginning of it. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm coming, I will pass by to declare my assets.
Declare asset. Declare what kind of asset? He just said he would declare your assets. He tell you say you declare your asset, but he went straight to what? To the integrity institution and went and did a bad thing. Just sneaking something in there. Why he did not publish it? Why he didn't publish it? The same way he declared his assets is the same way that every other public official has been declaring their assets. Instead of him publishing his assets, and now he come here now he say he going to declare his assets. Who know what he worth? Nobody know. That papi is now only a crook, but he belong to the devil because he lied too much. He lied too much. And he's a deceptive individual. Somebody can call me today. My man, yeah, why you always talking about the papi like that? Who the hell? J. Randy, please black. Who the hell the person? Who the person making that noise? Let me see here. Who making that noise? Pamoto. Who you talking about, Pamoto? Who are you talking about, your Pamoto? Who the hell talking here? Who the hell talking here? All right? Who the hell talking here? Let me see who talking here. Anybody talk on the platform, you'll be gone. What the person name, Pamoto? Give me the person name here. Pamoto, give me the person name. I'm not watching it here. Give me whoever making that noise here about the foolish papi here. Give me the person name here. Pamoto, give me the person name right now. Who talking here? Give me the person name here. The foolish woman that they who get time for you. Give me that name, Pamoto. Let me see who talking here. Write the person name here, Pamoto. All right? Give me the person name here. Oh, I see the guy here. George Sally. Who the George Sally, man? Let me see here. What you talking about? George Sally. Look at him. Look at here. Let me see what is Salama Swan coming from here. The member of Lover County, what you expect? The George Sally member of Lover County. Even Lover County, that Lover County, they're very tribalistic. And you know, he live in Australia here. He's a very tribalistic man. That's who he is. Very, very tribalistic man. All right? Very, very tribalistic man. What do you expect of him? All right? The Lover people are the number one tribalistic people. Let me tell you right now. All right? You won't come sit down, you can't support the idiot they call Joe Boca here. Joe Boca is nothing but an idiot. He's a very stupid man. All right? So, Joe Friday, I feel sorry for you. All right? And now, what are you talking about here? Let me see here. All right? Joe Boca is a very, very stupid man. All right? Before I let you go, I'm going to tell you who Joe Boca is. Tell Joe Boca is an idiot and a very stupid old man that does not belong in our country to be president. He's an idiot. You go and tell him now, Mr. Joe Sally. All right? Go and tell Joe Boca that he's an idiot. Very stupid old man. So I'll let you go. Yes. Bye, my friend. We'll let you go. Yes. We'll let him go, Pamoto. And we'll delete all his comment in here. We'll let him go. Yes. My man, you know your man, or Henry Yango, you know that man. Henry Yango, you know that man. That man's a very stupid man. You got my plan for you, can't tell me something about a very stupid old man. All right? The man who stole a big of food businessman, passing around like can't tell where he declared assets. Declare assets where? Where did he declare assets? The same place where they declare their assets, and every other government official declare their assets, they were getting mad here, and the same place you go declare assets, then that man will can't believe. The woman is a liar. And you know, we often say on the platform that the old man is a medical liability. And you know, we also say that he's medically incapacitated. And we are glad that Yeke Koluba repeated all those things for us. That's why it is. All right? That's why it is. That's why it is. You don't come here and bring your feelings here. Anybody bring their feelings and come and stay thinking about me here, I'm going for Joe Boca. If you don't want me to call Joe Boca an idiot, do not come on my platform here. Go on the other platform. You're silent for 6 years and you're insulted Joshua here. You were doing your thing. Joe Boga now the presidency he wanted, he get it, he got how to deal with. I can say Joe Boga is an idiot. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that in the law. In America, here people can look at Donald Trump, they say Joe Biden got mental problem. All right? Joe Biden has a mental problem. Today, what did he say again? He was using Joe Biden want to go speak, call another woman name from different country and say somebody name here again. They put they make a mental problem. I didn't see nobody cause anybody in America here or in the women world. Let me be saying my thing about Joe Boga. You can't say nonsense here. I will let you know that Joe Boga is an idiot. All right, let's continue here. I said that what somebody called Joe Weirman all year round. You don't say nothing about it. You don't lucky that some people not causing Joe Boga mind around here. Or an idiot like that. Someone going to talk about here. A big here. Let's continue here, folks.
One like going to be sure that this is a difficult time, but we are committed to put out something right.
They call the man George Sally. Henry, they call the man George Sally. Like George, and then Sally, I think Sally. Let's listen to the old samba. I can better hear the paper here. I can better hear the woman.
Everywhere is a crisis. We have to be patient.
Did he say, woman, be patient? Woman, be patient. Hold on here.
All over the world, there are upheavals everywhere.
Uh-huh.
I listened to BBC this morning, interview with
Wait, hold on. Let me see what the guy's saying here. What the guy saying here? Is the guy telling you that he listens to BBC and people should be patient? What the old man is talking about? Hold on there, folks. Hold on there. He telling the Liberian people to be patient? Is the old man very, very insane? Hold on there, folks. Let's go by and bring something here quickly here. Let's go by there and bring something here. I didn't know all of this. They clown telling the people to be to what? To be patient? You even say that in office for 1 week they tell people to be patient? Something wrong with it, Papi. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. What the hell is he here? Let's listen to him here, folks. Listen to him. Listen to him.
Let's be about what bearing it has on the economy and your life.
Uh-huh.
And that's because we've dealt with it before. We've worked before. So Liberians, we want to give you hope. God gave hope to you, but it put leadership in charge. And that leadership must be conscious of the need of the people.
Okay.
If that leadership is not conscious, it's all they're talking about chartering planes, going around, singing, and taking your children, pushing them to kush. What they want to do is to destroy you so their children can go to foreign schools. And
the old man here, his son in the town, as I learned, is riding all the luxury cars, making deals, and then he telling y'all in that press conference that people must be patient. Something gotta be wrong with the old man's mind.
We are saying this is your country, this is where your life is, and we will be under obligation. I am saying to all persons, when you come to JMB government, you better come with clean hands.
Okay.
Because we're not going to allow people to steal people's money and live.
So then what happened to the 40,000 now? They said the 40,000. What happened to that? The old man is a damn crook. The same way he lied to the food businessman, that's how he lied to those people them. And the Yeke Koruba included too. And he got away with that lies. Let's listen to here again.
You work, you earn. But it's to build the life of these people that stand there to put you in office. They are the one giving you the job. When you vote for people, you're giving them a job.
Okay, you see him? He promised the people job, oh, folks. You got to share the video here. He promised the people job, right? He promised the people job. When you vote for the people, they'll give you job. Then you talking about people will be patient. Something wrong with Joe Parker?
And I don't know whether people are now ashamed to steal from those people who are under you, who serve you.
You saw a safe video go to a food businessman. You never talk about that though. A papaya is nothing but another useless old man.
You take their per dime, you eat it. You take their salaries for yourself. You reduce. When you work, you want your salary to increase.
Okay.
But for your salary to, what if you are making $500 a month?
Okay.
And you went to the bank and took loan. And you told the bank, I'm making $500. The bank said, all right, every month we take $200. And the president come and reduce the salary to $300. How are you going to pay that loan? How are you going to pay? How are you going to pay? This is a heartless move.
It matter, nobody going to be listening to Joe Parker here. That man came out and said he was the solution to the problem. And then he telling us due to the UN, the Russian war. That papa is a very foolish old man. You know why he foolish? He knew this thing was happening, but he went and lied to the Liberian people because he know the Liberian people, many of them cannot read, neither can they write. When Cummings, we are now was saying that the war in Ukraine, the old man sat himself over there and said nothing in regards to what he should have been saying. That the country, no matter who get elected, the war will be, the economy will still struggle. Then now he's sitting himself in a place over there and want to tell Liberian to be patient. Nobody gonna be patient here. We know the old man is a useless and lying old man. Let's listen to him again during the campaign. Now the campaign message here. Listen to him.
And these are the kind of heartless people who want to remove.
Okay.
Don't take them for fun, because if you take them for fun, you're doing it to yourself. And when you are hurt, we are hurt.
You hear what he's saying over there? But this is a man whose son going around. This is a man who somebody took $650,000 and gave it to people around him, and no accountability has been given. This old man is another useless old man. Let me tell you right now. Very, very useless old man here. Very, very useless. Very, very useless old man. I tell you guys right now. Useless. And he lied too damn freaking much. He lied too much.
Because most of the people don't go to them. They come to us. Because when the big people build their house, they put their...
Oh yeah, so a house doesn't have fence around it, right? A house doesn't have fence around it.
Fences, you can't get there. They go to people who feel sorry for them. We don't want people to feel sorry for you. We want people to respect you.
Okay.
Respect you by what you do. We give you professions. You can work, get paid, and your children will say, yeah, our daddy has...
But you tell the people to be patient now. After making all those empty promises and lies to the people, he tell the people the old man can just lie. The old man lie have been going on for a very long time, folks. The old man been lying for a very, very long time.
Come, our mother has come. If you don't do that, come October 10, you're cheating yourself. You're not cheating me. You're cheating yourself.
You see it? That's why he never declared his assets publicly. When Joe Parker tell you something, you better be careful how you listen to him. Joe Parker is saying that you're cheating yourself. This man already got money, all right? He already got money. That's why he never disclosed himself, all right? He came and just put that money to the LACC or whatever he sent there, and he never published it. So you hearing? You're cheating yourself. This is another good-for-nothing civilian man you see here called Liberian president. I mean, I made a big mistake to put him in power. Let me tell you right now. He ain't work for nothing.
They can divide you the money today, but how long will that money go? When they give you money here, they give you money to people up country. So we are saying to you, we want those votes. Let those votes show and obligate us. And we'll prove to you that what they're telling you, that this is your life, is not your life. That this country can be better. This country can provide for everybody.
Okay. And then you tell the put away, right? And listen to the old somebody. Listen to here now.
We have to be patient.
They have to be patient.
We
Did you tell the people that they must be patient when you are running for election? Did you tell the people that they should be patient when you are running for the election and you are running your mouth outside there? That the people lying to the people that don't be patient? Nobody going to be patient. The old man here is a very, very con artist. The same way he lied to the Sierra people, the food businessman, that's how he going to lie to the Liberian people. Nobody going to listen to this old man here. He is a pathological liar, a deceptive individual. If any Liberian are going to listen to this man, you're wasting your time in that country. That old man got no plan for you guys. He knew that the country called Liberia was going through a lot. He came out and lied to the Liberian people. Now he has seen the truth. You want to come on now to tell the Liberian people to be patient? Let's go back to the Sunday again where you were seeing. Let's go back here again. You see him in action here? Look at him.
We are in agriculture, we can provide food.
Okay.
Nobody in this country has been in agriculture that know it better than I am here.
So then why you can't tell the Liberian people that you're going to get involved with agricultural activities, but instead, what is the old man saying here? The lying old man here. Listen to him.
At the same time, lead by example. Yep. That is that we don't want to subject everybody to anything that we ourselves don't.
I can't even hear the papa here. I can't hear the old man here. He messed up, man.
Show the Liberians that we are serious. We say we are committed to leading by example. And this is the beginning of it. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm coming, I will pass by to declare my absence.
Look at me. So thief, ready to steal.
This is a difficult time, but we are committed to put our country on the right track. Country to be respected. All over the world, there are heroes everywhere. I listened to BBC this morning, interview with the Russians and via the UN. And everywhere is a crisis. We have to be patient.
Joe Boga talking about patient. You see how the guy can lie?
At the same time, I want to tell you that
tomorrow morning, we're not going to be on the computer. In the evening, we'll be on the computer. We will be addressing Joe Boga patient that he's talking about. Nobody must listen to that old man. He lied too much. What the man's on here? Wait, it's right here. What am I going far away for? I already on the thing here. Why am I going far away for? The man lied to the Liberian people. All right? Yeah, the man right here. Yeah, the thing he said here. Look at what he said here. You see that? This is what Joe Boga told the Liberian people. He was going to create 50,000 jobs. No car will get stuck. He promised to increase the civil servant salary. And then you got an old man coming to lie to you people around here. What's wrong with this man? What is wrong with Joe Boga? We'll be coming to discuss that more tomorrow, guys. So thank you very much for the night. I want to appreciate you guys. We'll be using our platform here every evening. In the morning, we'll use our phone. In the evening, we'll use this platform. So we'll be alternating. So by God's grace, tomorrow morning, we're coming for lying Joseph Boga. The old man is a pathological liar, and he is a deceitful man. The same way Joe Boga lied to that food businessman, he still got that ways with him, and he's not going to leave that way anytime soon, my fellow Liberians. We'll be back here for him tomorrow. That nasty thing he did over there, very, very nasty thing he did over there. Joe Boga is not my president. I don't know him to be no president. He's from Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone man cannot be president in my country. No. Sedition, you can hate me or love me. He's not my president. I'd rather settle for Jeremiah Kuhn than Joe Boca. I would not see Joe Boca as my president. Period. My opinion, my view, he's not my president. And by the way, he fucked up. He thought that song on an old soundbar. Nobody can hear him. Nobody. Let's play him for the last time before we leave. Look at him. Can you hear him? The old man is fucked up. It's just a kind of guy hit from the front. All the speaker, everything fucked up. Now the old man, this puppy is completely fucked up. Let me tell you right now. I see you guys. God bless you guys. We'll be back here again tomorrow.